Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Last week market gave pretty good movements as per our predictions. Out of four predictions, all four predictions went properly. Even on Friday, what we discussed is if market breaks this, then we can see a rally to the upside. This is a small move of 110 to 120 points which we captured. We closed the trade. Okay, so what about next week? So we will do the weekly narrative like how we do every week. Before that, in weekly chart, what we see is market has significantly turned into bearish. So the important point to notice, there is a small gap which is lying here from a weekly perspective. This gap is yet to be filled by the market. So what is the structure in weekly saying is market was initially turned to bullish, right, and went up, continuously broke structures in the upside, and then it gave a negative reaction, pulled back, gave another negative movement. Now it is kind of consolidating. So what we are expecting is market to go up till here and then either come to the downward direction or break the high point which was created earlier and create new higher highs like this. These are the two possibilities which we can see from the market. That is, either market goes from this place, the way where we are right now, till here, and then it forms kind of a negative reaction like this, and then starts to create a new lower low and then push down lower, or creates a new higher high and push down higher. Okay, so whatever happens between these ranges is going to be our primary trading range for the upcoming week. So what else we can see is, we see that there is a small imbalance or a small gap which is left over by the market in weekly chart perspective, and there is a small amount of gap left over here also. So these are the things which immediately we can take into consideration when it comes to weekly chart perspective. Okay, then what we can see is we can narrow down this range till here also. So for now we will keep this range like this gap only, then we can narrow down the range when we reach those targets. Okay, so then we move to days perspective. From days perspective, what we can clearly see is there is this amount of imbalance which is left by the market. This gap is what I mean. So this gap is eventually has to be filled by the market in the coming days. Okay, and also what we expected as target on Friday is 24,300, but market gave target till 24,260 and then reversed from there. Okay, which means there is a selling pressure which is available in the market somewhere close to this place. Okay, so these are the things which we can observe from a daily perspective. Another important point to notice, from daily perspective the chart is bullish, although in weekly it was bearish. From daily it is bullish. Okay, when it will turn to bullish in weekly is once it crosses 26,360 and create new strong upward momentum, only then in weekly also it will become bullish. Okay, so from daily perspective, what we can see is, if market breaks this swing point, whatever we have created earlier around 21st April, if it creates this swing point 24,600, then on pullbacks we can see easiest target till 25,130, because there is no other resistances which is available here. All these supplies are all mitigated, only this gap is to be filled. So this, when it comes to swing trading perspective, this is going to be a ideal swing trade, meaning we need closures above 24,600. If we get closures above 24,600, then we can see a target of 25,130. On the other hand, downward direction, if we get closures below this last swing point, meaning 23,790, if we get closures below this, then we can see an extended target at least till 22,950. These are two possible swing trade opportunities which we have from a daily and a weekly perspective, but we are not focused on swing trading, we are more focused on intraday perspective. Okay, so let's go to 4 hours chart. So from daily perspective, it is bullish. From 4 hours also, it is bullish. So our primary focus is to focus on taking bullish trades, meaning to take the market higher because we are going with the trend. Okay. So when we can plan a bullish momentum traders, we need first closures above this recent swing point, meaning 24,190. We need strong closures above this. Then what we can see is market can rally till this 24,480, somewhere there, meaning if we get the market opening flat and if market closes above 24,220, then on small pullbacks I'm interested to take the market higher at least till 24,490. This is going to be my ideal trade for Monday. Okay, why we are doing this is the moment we get closures above the swing point 24,130 190ish range, market will create a breakout structure on the upward direction. And the moment market creates breakup structure on the upward direction, what we can ideally see is we can expect the market to go and hunt the next swing point or next open supply, whichever is available in the market. Where is the next open supply which is available is somewhere here as a gap. Small gap is available here. If you zoom in here, you can clearly see there is a small amount of gap which is left by the market. So this is the ideal to ideal range which the market can travel to, meaning 24,500 can be an easiest upward target which we can see in this coming week if the momentum is good and if we get strong closures above 24,200 range, to be more precise. Okay, what about if market opens flat and comes down? See, the problem with market opening flat and coming down is there is this demand. We cannot call it as a demand because market has not given a strong closure above this. If market has closed above this point 24,200, if market has closed above this, then we can expect the market to do a small retracement, small amount of retracement like this. If there was a proper closure, then on once it reaches here, if we get a small positive reaction, then we can take the market higher. But since we did not get a closure above this, this is not going to be a valid demand. Okay, and also one more thing which we can notice is on Friday market opened gap up and market could not sustain above this range. There was a rejection phase. So the moment market closes below 24,000, be very careful, take the quantity in a lower quantity, don't over trade for Monday because there can be a lot of drama which can happen in the market. So keep your quantity size extremely low. If you are planning a put position, what you can see is if we get strong closures below 24,000, then on pullback till here 24,100, we can see an extended target till here. Okay, we can also target 100 points. See, if you what I'm trying to say here is there was a liquidity sweep which happened here and market closed below this range and there was a huge negative momentum which obtained. So this range is still gonna act as a liquidity. If it is going to act as a liquidity, this candle will become your supply. So what I want is market to first close below here 24,000 at least 30 minutes. It has to sustain here. If it sustains below this, then there can be a liquidity sweep which happens, which can drive the market till 24,100. Okay, then this is going to be your ideal trade, meaning if we get negative reaction like this, then we can see a target till 23,950 or even till 23,800. Till here market can easily rally down. These are the possible scenarios. See, I'm not discussing saying like market will go up, market will go down. That is not how we discuss. If this happens, then we are going to do that. If that happens, then we are going to do that. Always have that kind of a analogy when it comes to taking trades in the market. We can also see that there was a strong change of character obtained in 4 hours. If I switch back to 1 hour, we can also see that this change of character is going to support the market, which can drive the market till this lowest demand. Okay, in 1 hour perspective. So ideally the moment we get closures below 24,000, we can see a target of 23,830 being reached by the market when it comes to put position. What I mean is, close below this, rally back here, and give a small negative reaction like this, and then rally down till here. This is going to be one of the A plus trades for Monday. I hope this video is educative. I hope you learned a thing or two from this video. Thank you so much for watching. We'll meet in the next education video.